horse owners, horse trainers, horse health professionals. Dr. Amy here from EOS, Bos Equus Horse Food. That the food that acts like a medicine for your animal. Lots of people ask me, is this product organic? Have you been to the farms where they gather the ingredients? The answer to that is both no. Why is it not organic? Part of that is that you would not be able to afford organic food, and your impression of what organic means is that it's really super clean and the farmers tend each seed separately. And anyway, maybe that's not your impression of it, but that's what a lot of people have in their heads that organic means. And USDA organic is not what you think it means. USDA organic requires farmers to go through many, many hoops. It requires them to pay a fee to have their crops inspected or deemed organic. They aren't necessarily inspected. And it also requires that they do some things to their crops that isn't particularly organic. An example, if you buy USDA organic food, beef, in your grocery store, that beef can have 21 different chemicals in it. It can be vaccinated. It can be dewormed with certain products. It can be given certain antibiotics that are still considered within the realm of organic. That's USDA's descriptive definition of what organic is. When it comes to your horse food, I want you to recognize that, oh, I eat organic. I want my horse to eat organic. You would not be able to afford it. Many horse owners already complain that the price of Bos Equus is so much more than what I'm spending on this regular horse food. And what I want you to realize is you're actually spending more on regular horse food. And if you're not feeding it according to the label directions, your horse is still nutritionally deficient. The feeding directions on the label of the food you're feeding now are there so that your horse gets the minimum daily balance of vitamins and minerals, which are the smallest ingredients in that bag of food and the most expensive. Most of the other ingredients in that bag of food are cheap and not well vetted, and are high in carbohydrates. There's not a lot of protein in the most horse foods that you're feeding right now. Bos Equus is primarily protein and fat. Your horse is getting plenty of carbohydrates from the grass and the hay that he's eaten right now. Unless he's older and is having some dental issues, carbohydrates are digestible for horses because they can grind them up, they can digest them in their gut, they can ferment them in their cecum, and they can produce the carbohydrates that they need. For those older horses, we have a specific recipe that we recommend you use to help your older horse get the carbohydrates that they need, different from regular horses. That said, is it organic? A bag of organic oats, I think their 20-pound bag of organic oats is $35. If we were to add organic meals, organic products to Bos Equus, the cost of the food would be hundreds of dollars a bag. Right now, it is in a position where it costs you less than your regular horse food, and it has the big ingredients that your horse needs. It has the exact ratio of proteins that your horse can use and utilize to become the horse it needs to be. It also has the fats that your horse needs that many horses are deprived of. Another thing I want you to think about is this. What environment does your horse currently live in? Is that environment organic? Is it free of pesticides? Is it free of contaminants? Is it far away from a garbage dump? what's it close to? I've had many animals who couldn't seem to get healthier, only to find that the farm they were living at was close to a cemetery that had runoff right into their pasture, only to find that it was next door to a brick factory, and all of the materials that go into bricks put loads and loads of heavy metals into the air and into the water. Is your rain organic? Most rain is acidic and causing all kinds of issues with animals. Is your water filtered? All of those things contribute much more highly than whether or not your food is organic, because they insult that animal on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, on a minute-wise basis, not in a meal or two that they eat, digest, pass through. So a big part of Bos Equus feed is to help your animals digest it efficiently, get rid of the waste materials, because the body is really important for getting rid of waste materials, and have adequate water. If you like this video and you find it interesting and helpful, like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Keep track here, because we have coming up in February a masterclass, an email masterclass just for you horse owners who want to learn how to better feed your animals. And it will help you to understand a little bit more deeply how to look at your animal, how to look at its environment, and how to manage its health and wellness. Like and subscribe. Keep track of us coming up in February. That course will be up soon.